Stop everything Chrisean Rock. Already engulfed in months of online chaos and reality show drama, now faces her most serious challenge yet. New court documents have leaked revealing that Child Protective Services, CPS, has filed a lawsuit against her and Blueface after opioids were allegedly found in her baby Junior's system during a mandatory medical checkup. The medical reports were handed over to authorities, turning this from a celebrity scandal into a child welfare investigation. A recent phone call clip captures Chrisean overwhelmed and distracted, highlighting the raw reality behind the headlines. This development marks a critical turning point, not just for her public image, but for her role as a mother, with the legal system and internet alike watching closely. What happens next could redefine everything for Chrisean and her son. Her baby, the very child she has cried over, prayed for, and shared with the world, is now tragically caught in the middle of a fierce and unsettling battle. What's emerging behind the scenes is far darker and more twisted than anyone expected. Fraudulent doctors, secret hospital visits, a nurse's whistleblower tip, and now Blueface's mother stepping forward with even more troubling evidence. Just as the internet was still reeling from Chrisean's explosive explanation at the club, breaking news dropped like a bomb. CPS had officially filed a lawsuit against Chrisean Rock after opioids were detected in her infant system. At first, many dismissed it as yet another wild rumor, just another chaotic headline in Chrisean's turbulent saga. But by mid-morning, that speculation gave way to cold, hard truth, confirming the grim reality facing Chrisean and her family. On a Tuesday morning in Los Angeles, Child Protective Services arrived at a pediatric clinic escorted by 2 LAPD officers, leaving with the medical records of Chrisean Malone Jr., a baby less than a year old, now officially under investigation. But how did things spiral into such a serious situation? Let's take a step back. Just 3 weeks earlier, Chrisean was live on Instagram, holding baby Junior in one arm while fiercely clapping back at a critic connected to Blueface with the other. To most fans, she seemed simply tired and worn down her usual, raw, unfiltered self. But what many didn't realize was that a seasoned pediatric nurse from Cedars-Sinai happened to be watching that very live stream and spotted something deeply concerning. She noticed Junior's pupils were unusually constricted, pinpoint pupils, a classic medical sign pointing to opioid exposure in infants. Though hesitant to make a public accusation, the nurse's professional instincts and concern for the child's safety compelled her to quietly report what she had seen to the CPS tip line. That single call ignited a cascade of events, setting in motion the formal investigation that would soon engulf Chrisean's world and change everything. This is where the wildfire truly ignited. According to insiders close to the case, the CPS call that triggered everything included a chilling redacted note. A nurse observed Chrisean's infant during a live stream, noting the baby appeared lethargic, unresponsive, with pinpoint pupils, classic signs of opioid exposure. The mother's behavior was described as erratic, and she reportedly admitted to recent dental work involving codeine. Shockingly, the nurse claimed Chrisean herself acknowledged taking pain medication during that very live session. CPS suspects that this codeine may have passed through breastfeeding, prompting immediate action: a court-ordered medical exam for baby Junior, a review of Chrisean's prescription records, and toxicology tests that would soon reveal explosive findings. The controversy took a darker and more personal turn when Blueface's mother, Carissa, entered the public spotlight, fueling the fire with a viral tweet that sent shockwaves through Chrisean's fanbase and the broader social media community. Carissa didn't hold back, bluntly accusing Chrisean of neglect and warning that baby Junior had never truly been safe under her care. To back up her explosive claims, she shared a series of screenshots purportedly from Chrisean's phone, showing text messages to a family member. Though these messages remained unverified, they painted a troubling picture. Chrisean allegedly asked if one pill could harm Junior, while she continued nursing but was overwhelmed by pain. The text struck a chord with the public, already primed to judge given Chrisean's past. As the accusations mounted, the internet began dredging up Chrisean's history of questionable parenting decisions, and the spotlight on her only grew harsher. Long-forgotten incidents resurfaced, each adding another brick to the wall of doubt surrounding her as a mother. There were stories of Chrisean leaving her baby behind to attend parties, episodes of her engaging in loud public confrontations while holding Junior, and that unforgettable clip showing her changing the infant in the cramped, uncomfortable confines of a car parked in a lot. These moments, once dismissed by many as signs of a flawed but loving parent doing her best under pressure, now took on a far more serious tone. The narrative shifted from one of imperfection to one tinged with danger and neglect. Only weeks before these allegations spiraled out of control, Chrisean had publicly addressed her critics with fierce defiance on Instagram stories. Her message was clear and unapologetic. "I'm a good mom, just not perfect. If you want to judge me, raise your own baby first." The post resonated with many of her supporters, who admired her honesty and grit. However, as the legal and medical investigations deepened, the stakes became exponentially higher. This was no longer about the everyday struggles and imperfections of motherhood. It had transformed into a formal inquiry involving child protective services, toxicology reports, and the possibility of criminal charges. The scrutiny on Chrisean intensified as questions arose, not just about her parenting skills, but about her ability to provide a safe environment for Junior. Public opinion fractured rapidly, while some fans continued to rally behind Chrisean, emphasizing the challenges she faced and the pressure of her public life. Others were less forgiving. The discussion moved beyond social media chatter into courtrooms and hospital corridors, where medical evidence and legal arguments would ultimately decide Junior's fate. The juxtaposition of Chrisean's vulnerable, defiant moments with these mounting allegations created a complex portrait of a woman caught in a storm she may or may not have fully controlled. Chrisean's world transformed overnight. Once known primarily as a reality TV personality and rising musical artist, she found herself cast in a drastically different role, that of a mother caught in the harsh glare of legal scrutiny and public judgment. The scrutiny she faced was relentless, as her personal struggles became a lightning rod for broader societal debates. Her story ignited conversations far beyond the headlines, touching on the systemic challenges that women, especially Black mothers, endure when their private hardships play out on such a public stage. It became painfully clear that Chrisean's experience was not an isolated incident but a reflection of a larger, troubling pattern: how society often responds to women grappling with adversity with judgment rather than empathy. As the investigation deepened, the narrative expanded from a singular focus on Chrisean's alleged missteps to a wider dialogue about accountability, motherhood, and the double standards faced by women in the limelight. The balance between personal responsibility and the need for compassion came under intense debate. Critics questioned how much blame should fall on Chrisean and how much society was failing to support mothers who are navigating trauma, addiction, or mental health challenges behind closed doors. Meanwhile, supporters highlighted the pressures placed on women like Chrisean to perform flawlessly in their careers, while simultaneously managing family crises under constant public scrutiny. This saga underscored the delicate and often painful intersection where fame and family collide. For Chrisean, the relentless spotlight magnified every misstep and vulnerable moment, turning private pain into public spectacle. Her story became emblematic of the precarious tightrope walked by many women in entertainment and beyond, where one moment of perceived weakness can trigger waves of criticism and legal consequences. The public's fascination was undeniable, but so too was the growing awareness of the human toll such exposure exacts. At its core, Chrisean's ordeal sparked essential questions about the cultural narratives surrounding motherhood and mental health. Particularly for Black women, how can society foster a culture of understanding and support rather than condemnation? What systems need to be in place to help women before they reach a crisis point? And importantly, how can fame amplify both the vulnerabilities and the resilience of those caught in its unforgiving glare? As the legal battles loomed and public opinion swirled, many were left wondering if Chrisean could rise above the chaos. Could she reclaim her narrative and heal amid the turmoil, or was the damage already too deep to repair? The story's evolving complexity revealed no easy answers, only a poignant reminder of the fragile boundaries that separate personal struggle from public spectacle. Chrisean's journey became more than just a headline. It was a powerful mirror reflecting the challenges faced by countless women whose lives unfold under relentless scrutiny. In this reckoning, the world watched, waiting to see if redemption, recovery, and grace could still find a place amid the storm. CPS officials showed up at Chrisean's apartment just 2 days after a court order was signed. A neighbor told TMZ they knocked multiple times with no answer, eventually entering the gated area and checking the back. Chrisean returned 40 minutes later, breaking down in tears upon seeing them. Despite the tension, officers did not immediately take Junior but informed Chrisean of the ongoing investigation and the scheduled temporary custody hearing within 72 hours. Then, Chrisean vanished from social media. No live videos, no posts, only silence. That silence was shattered when an unofficial toxicology report leaked, revealing something far grimmer than codeine alone. Traces of tramadol and fentanyl metabolites, opioids responsible for countless adult deaths, even in tiny doses, were detected in Junior's system. The timing was devastating. Just days before, Chrisean had been seen beaming while holding Junior at a photo shoot. Side-by-side images of her radiant smile and infant opioid poisoning symptoms flooded social feeds. Deepening the shock, Carissa, Saffold, Blueface's mother, doubled down with an Instagram live tirade, accusing Chrisean of being perpetually intoxicated and unstable, blaming her for Junior's accidental fentanyl poisoning. She claimed to have voice notes of Chrisean requesting pills after dental surgery while still breastfeeding. Just as many hoped this would mark a turning point toward resolution and healing, the drama took another unexpected twist. On a rarely used, private backup Instagram account belonging to Chrisean, a cryptic message suddenly appeared. Accompanying it was a video clip sourced from Hollywood Unlocked, a platform known for breaking celebrity news and exposing behind-the-scenes conflicts. The post was brief but loaded with implication, hinting that the saga surrounding Chrisean Rock was far from over. Fans and followers scrambled to decipher the meaning, bracing themselves for the next chapter in an already intense public ordeal. The clip teased potential new revelations, perhaps evidence, statements, or footage that could dramatically alter the public's perception and the legal trajectory of Chrisean's case. The message suggested that while the court had taken swift action, there were layers of complexity and conflict yet to emerge. It served as a stark reminder that in the world of celebrity and controversy, no crisis is ever truly closed until every secret is uncovered and every truth laid bare. This development reignited interest and speculation. Across social media platforms, conversations that had quieted down flared back to life, with fans, critics, and commentators analyzing every detail. Was Chrisean preparing to fight back? Was this a call for support, a hint at new evidence, or a plea for understanding? The silence that followed only deepened the intrigue. Ultimately, the temporary removal of Junior signaled a critical juncture in the unfolding drama. It was no longer just a story of celebrity missteps, but a serious child welfare case with profound emotional and legal consequences. The cryptic Hollywood Unlocked clip underscored that the fight for Chrisean's reputation, custody, and redemption was ongoing and that the world would be watching closely every step of the way. Jason Lee set the internet ablaze once again by reposting the controversial leaked voicemail on his main Instagram page, accompanying it with a powerful caption, "If this is real, she needs help, not hate. But that baby deserves better." Yet the moment that truly escalated the situation was when he dropped a piece of exclusive security footage from a downtown Los Angeles Walgreens. The video showed Chrisean nervously pacing outside the pharmacy, her infant son Junior cradled on her hip, while she appeared to be engaged in a tense FaceTime call. Online lip readers poured over the clip, many convinced they heard Chrisean say, "They said they ran out. I'm not trying to go nowhere else. I got the baby with me." The scene ignited another wildfire of speculation and outrage. Was Chrisean actively searching for opioids while responsible for her child's care? This footage and the voicemail quickly racked up over 3 million views, setting off a storm of reaction videos from some of the internet's most influential commentary creators. Impressive Tasha K didn't hold back, declaring, "No excuse. The bruises, the medsis is too much," while teasing that she had exclusive, unreleased court documents that would shake the case even further. Meanwhile, Storm Monroe weighed in with a provocative theory, labeling the situation a cover-up gone wrong, and hinting that the truth might be darker than anyone realized, implying that someone involved was hiding something, and it might not be Chrisean. The floodgates opened as fans, critics, and conspiracy theorists alike debated what the footage meant. Was Chrisean a desperate mother struggling to care for her child amid chaos? Or was there something more sinister unfolding behind the scenes? The Walgreens clip added a raw, human element to the saga, showing a vulnerable woman caught in an impossible moment, while also raising hard questions about accountability and safety. Jason Lee's post not only reignited the conversation but shifted it into new territory, forcing everyone to grapple with the complex realities of addiction, motherhood, and public scrutiny, all while a baby's well-being hung in the balance. Social media divided sharply. TikTok users stitched clips of Chrisean mishandling Junior, leaving bottles open and yelling midstream, captioning them, "We ignored all the signs." On Twitter, others shared moments of Chrisean's affection buying toys, singing lullaby, "She's overwhelmed, not evil," A growing conspiracy suggested the CPS tip might have been orchestrated by someone close to Blueface to sabotage Christian's image. Meanwhile, baby Junior, innocent and overwhelmed by the viral storm, remained the tragic center. Just as tensions peaked, reports surfaced that Blueface was subpoenaed in the case, raising new questions about timing and motives. Court insiders revealed Blueface was contacted 2 weeks before CPS's public action, suggesting someone may have tipped off authorities before test results were finalized. Suddenly, the focus shifted. Was Christian truly a danger, or was someone pulling strings behind the scenes? Leaked court files introduced a new twist. An anonymous legal intern shared 3 pages to an underground Telegram group, revealing a sealed CPS note identifying respondent B as a potential stabilizing influence who might receive monitored visitation or even interim custody if Christian was deemed unfit. Respondent B, Blueface himself, the same man who publicly disrespected Christian, flaunted new relationships, and caused her pain, was now being positioned as the stable parent. Reddit users erupted. The guy who had 3 girls in one crib and beat her on IG Live is the stable one. This whole thing's rigged. Out of nowhere, Yandy Smith, known for past clashes with Christian during filming, shocked followers by going live. She declared, "This is bigger than Blueface and Christian. I've seen her cry for that baby off camera. If we don't help her now, we're waiting for tragedy." Then she offered an unexpected lifeline: guardian advocacy, private therapy, whatever the court requires to help Christian regain custody safely. The internet buzzed. Was Yandy repairing her image, or did she hold crucial inside knowledge? Christian reposted Yandy's clip with a simple message: "Thank you, sis. I really needed this." Fans quickly rallied again. A petition, #reunite Christian and Junior, garnered 90,000 signatures in 2 days. But then Tasha K dropped a blurred surveillance photo from CPS office security cameras, showing Christian, Blueface's mother, a suited man, and 2 attorneys, seated in what she called the real war room. Speculation swirled. Did Blueface offer full custody? Was Christian pressured into signing something? Was this all a long game by Blueface's camp? The final bombshell came from a local court reporter's leaked hot mic moment during a closed recess. The judge reportedly said, "This case is a circus, and I don't care how many followers they have. If I find anyone tampered with that child's medical records, they're going to prison." The internet exploded again. Was the toxicology report manipulated? Was Junior really exposed, or was Christian framed to strip her of custody? Christian cryptically posted on Instagram, "Y'all think I'm the villain? I'm the only one who didn't sell Junior's soul for a storyline. Watch what drops next week." Then, silence. No lives, no posts, just quiet. A sealed court date looms: Friday at 10:30 a.m., with CPS, Blueface, and Christian all set to appear. Rumor has it that Zeus cameras might be banned for the first time ever. What really happened to Junior? Did CPS go too far, or are they protecting a child caught in a nightmare? Is Christian genuinely a threat, or was she manipulated from the start? Is Blueface seeking redemption, or orchestrating a power play? And are the authorities acting on facts, or reacting to media firestorms and viral outrage? This story is far from over. Now it's your turn. What's your take? Was Christian set up? Should Blueface gain custody, or should Junior be placed with a neutral guardian? Speak up, your voice matters. Hit like if you want the truth to surface, subscribe, and ring the bell, because when this Friday's hearing drops, we'll be here with every explosive update. With Christian and Blueface, the drama never ends. Stay tuned.